Welcome back guys to Toji Yuko, and today we'll be diving into the latest chapter of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. And man, we've got a wild one. We've got an insane battle, shocking reveals, and so much to unpack. So let's not waste any more time. Before we do that, please like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more manga reviews and insane theories. So without further ado, let's get it. So the cover for this chapter is Ryu, and may I say he's looking dope as hell. I like the dark vibes that Kadachi is going for, and it really accentuates his art style. I'm a little bit, sometimes I find his poses a little bit too eccentric, but apart from that, this is a pretty solid background cover. The orange also, ties it in nicely because he's obviously from the hidden sand and there's a lot of orange. So when we go to the first chapter, for chapter 15, you see that both Shinki and his brothers and sisters are both trapped in the cocoon, and Gaara is injured. Now, for some reason, they must have been having a scuffle before this chapter actually, started, the camera started recording in this particular panel, as you can see. Gaara's already holding his chest, bleeding out, and he's talking about how he's not going to leave the kids and he's not going to allow them to fight either, and he's refusing to let them engage in combat with Moegi. Now, you can see Shinki shouting, "Father, like, are you not going to let us fight with you alongside you?" And Moegi's like, "You should probably listen and let them help you out. Although I'm not interested in fighting with you, and I don't think it's your best interest for you to fight in that state, since you might end up just dying." And obviously Moegi's looking nice, she's looking good, and Gaara's not looking good. He's looking like he's about to, die in any second now. He's looking at him like, "I'm not really got time for this. I don't get paid enough for this. Like, yo, just tell me what I need. I'm here for Cash and Koji and Boruto." Obviously, she doesn't know that it's Cash and Koji, but she's following a trail that they've left. Now, as you can see, the claw grimes are surrounding them, and they are about to basically take a fat chunk out of Gaara's ass and turn him into a tree, so he can also meet the rest of the other Shinjus and be turned into a Shinju. Now, one thing I found interesting as we continue in this chapter is that Shinki was still able to use his iron sand despite being trapped by Gaara's boulder sand technique, and he seems to, or sand cocoon should I call it, and he seems to not be phased, and he's quite efficient with his ability to actually use one hand sign to be able to break out of it. As you know, he's using iron sand, which obviously is way more superior to Gaara's normal sand, and it's more denser and way more stronger, and he used that to break out of it. Then he immediately jumps into the battlefield despite Gaara warning him not to engage because he will get killed, which actually ends up happening. Now, the claw grime took a fat bite out of Shinki after he trapped Gaara in a sealing jutsu. Now, so I don't know why everyone's now suddenly using sealing jutsu. Like, you wouldn't think this is something everyone knows, but apparently everyone's now just getting that kind of ability in jutsu now. Moegi's quite impressed by the fact that he was even able to even do what he just did and also rebel against his father, and that rebellion was to save his father. So Moegi, well, I say Moegi, I'm calling her Moegi clone, is now seeing something she hasn't experienced before, which is a form of love, and I think that is what she used to actually think, maybe this guy might be useful to us in the future. Maybe he can help us, when we're in a dire situation. It'll be a good thing to have this guy in our team because he will be able to, die hard. He's a diehard. He'll die for the cause, and I think that's what she was impressed by. So she turned him into a tree. They took a bite Shinki. Gaara is now sealed into his inside Shinki's black sand, iron sand, and yeah, Moegi's like, well, what a gutsy bug guy. Like, you know, maybe we should use this guy. He can join us. I can see him joining us. So she initiates him into being a Shinju. Now we pan over to the, you know, to the hidden leaf as well as to the hidden sand where Shikamaru is talking, and they're talking about Gaara and how he was sealed, and things ain't looking too good. And you can see Sarada is also there with the class rep, and things are looking quite dire at this point. Now what I don't understand is why they haven't still figured it out that, yo, we need to all get stronger. These people are clearly above Kage level. Like, at least if you were to use that, you know, kind of like reasoning, you would understand the kind of threat you're dealing with. Then you have some dialogue from Sarada and the class rep, and you know, they're just talking about how they're going to put systems in place to gather more information and obviously investigate these new threats that they're facing, even though Boruto has already elaborated to them that these guys are way above your pay grade. Now we go straight into the Shinju's lair. I'm gonna call it the divine lair, where you can see the trees, divine trees is completely grown and it's completely formed inside a little bat cave for them, literally. And now you've seen the born of a new Shinju called Ryu, and Jura has named him Ryu, and you know, Ryu seems to like it. He's like, you seem to know me well. I'm like, bro, relax, you were born literally 10 seconds ago. He doesn't know you that well. Or maybe he's connected to every single one of those Shinjus. One thing I find interesting, guys, is that if you go back to one of my videos, I said when the Shinjus were first born and Code was tampering with the claw grinds, and he implemented his code, his DNA into them, and they transformed, and now they have the ability to think and talk and actually live like a humanoid. What I found interesting is when they all, you know, were born, the main body for the Ten-Tails still disappeared. Where is that? Now, I made a claim that it could be Jura, it could be someone else we haven't seen before. The main Ten-Tails body could still be lost in action and still be hidden in the box that you're currently seeing where the Ten-Tails are born. Now, I'm not saying the body has, main Ten-Tails body is now manifested as Jura. I'm not saying it hasn't, but I'm saying it's a cool theory to play with because we really don't know. We've not really been briefed on who Jura is, if he was born from the Ten-Tails or if he was born from the claw grinds biting someone. We don't know, and let's just speculate that Jura is the embodiment of the Ten-Tails, which is why he's different to the rest. But I don't know. I'm still keeping an open mind about it. So now we're moving on to the next panel, and you can see that Ryu already is awakened his instincts, and see that Ryu already is awakened his instincts, and he's already clocked that someone is already snitching on them, and he figures out it's actually Code, and he pulls him out of there and is like, yo, Wagwan, what's going on over here? Who do you think you are? Like eavesdropping secretively on us. And Code is looking there like a little child being dangled, like it could not be more pathetic than this. Code is really the bottom of the barrel right now, and it's just sad to see. But, you know, he didn't get killed straight away, which is good. It looks like Jura's actually humoring him, and they're actually a little bit like, you know, happy that he can talk to him because he was the person who gave them consciousness, and he coded them to have this because Code is an embodiment of some kind of program. Now, this could lead to Amado. This is why this whole situation could be happening. I'm actually gonna stretch in at a little extra theory, guys, and say Amado is the main reason why Code is actually has made the claw grinds. So Code made the claw grinds because Amado has actually implemented in the code for him to do so, but he doesn't know this. He's thinking he made this, but Amado's a big brain guy. If he's 10 steps ahead, you'll find out too late. And now you can see the dialogue between both Code and Jura, where he's telling him, you're quite pathetic, but you know what? We still gotta give you some form of respect, at least even the tiniest amount of a mustard seed, because you did help us actually gain consciousness, which I actually appreciate. Now I can live life to the fullest. And Code's like, yeah, forget about that. Do you forget that I made you so you guys can go and hunt Boruto and Kawaki so that I can actually get the divine tree? And Jiraiya's like, yeah, we understand, broski. We understand. But guess what? We're busy right now. As you can see, we just got a new family member and we're introducing him to the family, you know, until you rudely interrupted, eavesdropping on us like this is a family matter. And it's like, hey, yo, fuck all that. Fuck all your family matters. This is nothing to do with family. I'm here to see bodies drop, and I ain't seen no bodies getting dropped. What's going on? And then everyone pans to Sasuke's Hidari, it pans to Bug's clone and Moegi's clone, and it pans and it shows that Code is now infuriated because he feels like he's been disrespected by his own creation. Again, I could think it's not his creation, it's probably Amado's. And it seems like he's now going to attack Jura. He says, it seems like you won't understand until I pound it into your skull. Right, let's see what he does. So he now throws an attack at Jura. Obviously, he's connected to the core grinds because they also use his core grinds because he coded them with it. And now he's trying to kill Jura with the same abilities that they can also use. This didn't phase Jura. He didn't even move an inch. He didn't flinch a second. He just blasted out with his, I'm gonna call it compressed tail beast bomb. Incinerates Code's, is it a left hand or right hand? What hand did he use? He used his right hand. So now Code is a one-armed Paralympian and he doesn't even know what the hell's going on because now he's just screaming. Now Jura's like, yo, relax, broski. You don't want to die that early. Like, I still have use for you even though you're useless. You seem to be quite excited about something. And what is it again? Let me think about it. Oh yeah, the forbidden fruit. What is it called again? The chakra fruit. That's what it was. Yeah, so you know, we'll give it to you if you promise to kill Boruto and his accomplice, whoever that may be. Everyone seems to be lost in the sauce and not knowing it's actually, it's Kashin Koji. I'm quite impressed with how stealthy he is. He's probably the stealthiest ninja we've seen in the whole Naruto series. Apart from Black and White Zetsu, they were not seen for a long time too. You have to watch the original Naruto to understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, so they seem to be having a discussion where Jura's given Code a task, to actually defeat these two and kill them for them, so they don't have to, deal with the stress of trying to find him, locate him, and then killing themselves. Because they have bigger family problems to deal with. They enjoy and living life and stuff like that. They actually want to have time for themselves and not to do these mundane tasks that's beneath them. So now they're the one manipulating Code and they're telling him, yo, do this and we'll provide you the divine tree fruit that you want. We'll give it to you for free. Something tells me they're lying, but you know what? Code is so stupid, he probably believes it. And as you can see, Bug is actually quite amusing. He's like, I wonder why it is when I look at your sorry state of affairs, my chest feels so light. It's probably because he bullied you for most of your life. That's probably why, Bug. And then Code goes about and says, you useless bunch, making me look like a fool. Code, you've been looking like a fool since before 2 Blue Vortex, so it's not much has changed. So now Code goes on a rant and how he's going to be the last one to, have the last laugh, and he's going to kill Boruto, he's going to kill whoever else he's going to kill, and he's going to kill them as well if they keep continuing to not do their task as obedient creations. Again, Code still thinking he's a big boy, but he's not. And Ryu is like, yo, what a detestable bastard. Do you mind if I kill him next time we see him? And Jura's like, yo, whatever your instinct is telling you to do it. You have free will now. This is what I'm grateful for. That's why I didn't kill him on sight. Okay? Now next time you can do whatever you feel like. If you want to whoop his ass, the instinct. And then Jura goes to ask Ryu, your instincts, what is it telling you? You don't need 2 brain cells to know that he's gonna obviously use, the next panel shows that he's gonna target Gaara, which obviously everyone knows already. So now we're moving to the next part, which is where Boruto and Kawaki have a conversation. And you look at our young lord just looking dope as hell, even though his ass got whooped last chapter or so, and he was getting whooped by NPC 1 and NPC 2. But regardless, he looks cold as hell. I mean, just appreciate our young lord. Now Kawaki comes looking like he just came out of a charity shop from the Matrix, because what the frick is even that? Like, come on man, it's too baggy, not conventional at all for a ninja. Oh yeah, I forgot you're not a ninja, that's probably why. Anyways, Kawaki being Kawaki goes there and is like, yo, Ada's probably watching us, but otherwise I would whoop your ass. No, he wouldn't whoop his ass, I'm just playing, guys. And he's like, what's wrong? Like, why didn't you, in a chapter he goes, why didn't you tell everyone about, me making Ada use omnipotence to basically swap our lives together, and now you're an outcast? And he goes, yo, do I look like a little bitch to you that cries over spilled milk? No, I'm not. That's codes and your problem. I'm here for bigger matters. Now, we're about to get cooked by some guy called Jura and his Shinju friends, bro. And the longer we wait for your ass to freaking get stronger, the longer we might get our ass whooped. So I need you to get stronger. And while they're having this conversation as well, Boruto reveals that, man, I can't believe I'm seeing this. This is crazy, man. So Boruto reveals the reason why he can't use his karma. It's simply because every time he uses his karma, he feels as if he's dying. Our young lord is dying from the fact that he's so overpowered, and Momoshiki is still trying to take over his body. Now, what I think is happening to Boruto is he's synergizing with Momoshiki. Remember in the chapter before the 2 blue Vortex, and when Kawaki killed Boruto, and then Momoshiki was forced to basically use the rest of her karma data to basically stop and heal Boruto from completely dying, because his vessel would have died, and then he would have also died as well. I feel like that basically caused the weird hybrid of Boruto to happen. Now Boruto is almost completely an Otsutsuki, and now because he's fully almost Otsutsuki, his personality, his physiology, and the way everything about him is now changing, his whole persona. That's why he's got so much more of a freaking aura. Now, the reason why he's stopped using it again, he said every time he feels as if he tries to use it, he feels Momoshiki coming back out. And Momoshiki's been quiet for at least 2 years now. Let me even quote him based on what he said. It also says he ain't got the strength to, he's not fazed by anything. I got the strength to remain unfazed no matter what happens. However, I need you to help me so we can get this done quicker, a lot more efficient. Remember, from Kashin Koji's using a prescience, he was basically able to tell Boruto every single situation that could have occurred, and most of it was not good. Most of it, everyone died. Boruto got killed. Kawaki got fed to the 10 tails, and then they cultivated a chakra tree and chakra fruit. So it's not looking good. So that's why Boruto is now telling Kawaki all these information, because he needs him to actually get stronger. And obviously he's also telling him the situation about why he can't use karma. So he knows not to use karma when he's around, because that could trigger Momoshiki to actually be born again, and literally, in saying Christian type, but literally. And so he says, I stopped being myself. It feels like I was dying even though I was still conscious. Since then, I haven't used the karma a single time. So Boruto's strictly just been going balls deep on everybody's been facing with his own strength without tapping into his karma seal or his karma 2.
What?
And yo, that's impressive, because that means he's literally handicapping himself strictly because he fears the fact that he might completely synergize with his personality, which could lead to him literally being a complete different person with different aura, different vibes. He could probably get new abilities. He's probably seen a manifestation of different types of abilities that Momoshiki has. He's probably turning into an actual Otsutsuki. You know how everyone thinks Boruto's already an Otsutsuki? Yeah, he is. But that's just by DNA, not by appearance. Now, when this continues and he keeps tapping into the karma, I feel like he's just gonna transform into a full Otsutsuki. Slowly but surely it would happen, and that's why he put a stop to it. So now it goes to Kawaki and Boruto again dialogue, and it says, Kawaki, I think it's about time you actually get stronger. You need to talk to Amado because he's actually limiting you. He's limited your defense capabilities and your attack capabilities. You need to ask yourself to take and remove it. I think he's doing it strictly to protect you because you're not a threat to anyone. If they see your power level and they're thinking, he ain't gonna hurt us, we'll just feed him to the Tentacles. That's why the Senjus aren't targeting you yet. They didn't see you as a threat, Kawaki. That's why. So Amado's doing big brain stuff right now. And also, I feel like Amado did it so that he can control Kawaki to a certain level. Because if he removes his limiter, Kawaki just go balls deep in everybody and just erase everything that he doesn't like. And you know how Kawaki has zero apologeticness to him. He'll just do it. He'll just do it. Ain't no wasting no time. He didn't hesitate to blow a hole in his brother's back. No, did he? He ain't gonna hesitate to do the same thing to Amado. Now, Boruto tells him, yo, make another hole inside it. But no, I'm joking. Stop. But he said, yo, kill me without hesitation if I turn into Momoshiki or if I become berserk and lose my mind again. And Kawaki's like, hey, yo, don't even need to tell me twice. I blew a hole in that thing 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I'll do it again. No, Diddy, if you know what I'm saying. And yeah, and he's Boruto again and is telling him, you need to get stronger. It would be cool if you were able to get trained by my dad since you're his disciple, but that would just take way too long. And I think it's best if you just get Amado to release your limiters. And Amado is there looking from Kawaki's eyes, because obviously Kawaki, guys, you need to remember, Kawaki's half cyborg to some. He's not half cyborg, but he's scientific ninja tool. He's got scientific ninja tech on him, so Amado could just basically use him as a camera whenever he wants, because he's put a lot of stuff in a Kawaki that Kawaki might not even be aware of. Remember, he went back to Amado to get his powers back, so then he can actually be useful again and be a relevant character in the Boruto series. So now Amado's like, hey, yo, don't tell me Kashin Koji's still alive. If that guy's still alive, that's a problem for me too. Because if you know I tried to dead his ass one time, and I ain't about to do it again. I'm gonna have to do it again. But damn, that's long, because I don't even know where he is. So now Boruto is like, yo, Amado has his own reason why he needs your karma seal to bring back his daughter, guys. You know, everyone knows. But he says, if you think I'm lying, go to Amado directly. You've got it. You know, he'll tell you what you need to know, and he'll probably remove your limiters if you threaten him enough. And then we get a little, you know, scene, dialogue from Kawaki just saying the usual thing like, you know, Otsutsuki are the root of all evil and they should all be destroyed. And, you know, it means I will have to destroy you, other Otsutsukis, or threats that have threatened the ninja world, and including myself when I'm done. And, you know, no, everyone knows this. There's no other way. But if I have to work with you to destroy this new threat, sure, I'll work with you. So now we're getting a partnership between Boruto and Kawaki. Boy, isn't that a sight. And Boruto's quite shocked that he even agreed this easily, because he's like, yo, you grown a little bit, I guess, since the last time you blew holes in my, hey yo, let's pause. But yeah, you grew a bit, but you know, just don't drag me down, bro. And of course Kawaki goes, I won't, you piece of trash. Same to you. Anyways, this video is long enough, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. Please leave a like and comment below. I want you guys to tell me where you think it's gonna go from here. What theories do you think is gonna happen? Please, any ideas that you have, please name it below. Leave a like and subscribe. Shows that almost 70% to 80% of viewers that are watching my video are not subscribed. Please subscribe if you want more content. I will upload more regularly. Till then, Toji Yuko, we out.